The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Rolling to his right. He completes this to Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Quickly here to Smith and Jigba. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs. And
he's got a man, complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. And the Rams at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Howell. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game. 17th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Play action. Stafford. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Stafford now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. But against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Now Stafford.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And he returns this to the 22.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Now it's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on.
Williams loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell down to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Howell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And his kick is indeed good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. One last shot before the break. Howell. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Man open left side. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7. And Howe will throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Powell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll go play action. Howell going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st first, and that'll make it second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Howell. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he will... the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 43, here's second down and 8. To throw is Stafford.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
22.
Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Stafford. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now he'll look to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by Boye Mafe.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love. Threw it, opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now it's Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again, Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just